Yo, what's up, guys? I'm Tahir Moore.
And I am Patrick Cloud.
And this is another episode of Damn Internet, You Scary.
Why are you yelling?
Yeah.
That's just kind of how we come into it, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
You an old ass man.
I don't know how to set the mics because we be testing. We be like, "Yo, what's going on?" We stuck.
We're always doing like that.
Why are you yelling at me
This
this
is an
morning?
old ass man. Why y'all so loud before noontime?
It's too early for
I ain't had no tea. My coffee's still brewing.
I don't know
Man,
how. I don't know how to
that's
set it.
robust. Because Pat was like, I'm Patrick Cloud.
Pat gets loud too.
Oh,
right?
yeah?
Pat gets loud. He
I
gets
get loud
rambunctious.
in the news stories when I get passionate.
I just come in with the energy so they know what level we starting on.
Okay.
Get your old ass up. Like interrupt your nap, getting you up this early?
This was a perfect intro. We have a guest today. What's up, Tony?
Man, what's up, man?
Tony
Finally, I've been
Finally.
trying to get up in here.
You
man.
have
been
it
trying?
trying.
We
Yeah.
tried to get Tony Baker 17 times. And every time, I got a flight in a couple of hours. I'm actually on my flight
It's a good
now.
Tony.
I'm in Dublin.
I'm in Dublin.
Yeah.
Y'all be asking last minute, though.
No, we don't, man.
Yeah, you do. You be like, Tony, what you doing right now?
No,
What you doing right this exact moment?
When we
ever
first
asked
started,
that.
I was in a scramble and I had a bunch of other stuff. So I was just like, "Yeah, you free in a few hours?"
Yeah.
Oh, maybe Pat, but I
Oh,
always
big
ask
time.
you.
No, it was
Always
at
Tony,
least-
what you doing in this exact minute?
no. It was at least like tomorrow.
At the very latest. It was
Man,
never-
you like, Tony, what you wearing? I got on like sweats. Can you come do the
They
podcast?
hit you with a hey stranger, hey big head, what you
Hey,
doing?
big head? Yeah.
You're just a liar.
Well, we here now. Wait. What are we doing? We didn't do no song.
We did not do a song,
y'all
and we
Not
didn't.
do a
Yeah.
song.
We didn't do a song. We didn't thank all the Patreons. We didn't do none of that.
You want to do that?
Let's do it.
Which one first?
Let's go with the song, man.
Let's do
People
the song.
waiting.
It's been
We almost walked clean past that song. They would have been in the comments acting a complete fool.
upset. But I mean, Tony's bringing energy.
Yeah.
All right, so
Why damn? Why you so loud?
so Tony, you gotta help us pick a genre. Then you gotta decide if you're doing the beat or helping out with the lyrics. And then we gonna freestyle a damn internet you scary intro.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of pressure.
You got reggae. You got holidays.
Let's do jazz.
Jazz.
Yeah.
I don't think we've done that yet, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, what you
No,
feeling?
I ain't done everything.
What you feeling? The beat or the
I got to pick what I'm doing?
beat or lyrics? Yeah.
I mean, you can add to whatever. Somebody else would lay it down, and you can like do the ad libs if you want to do the words, or you can do switch
I
off the
want to do
words.
the ad libs with just talking.
Okay.
Since it's jazz, you just come in with the voice.
Yeah, I was wondering like what is the
Oh,
lyrics?
yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
You want to help out with the beat or the lyrics?
I can help out with the beat.
The beat?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
1, 2, 3, go.
Internet, you scary. You scary. You scary. You scary. God damn, you scary. Damn internet, you scary. Damn internet, you scary. Damn internet, you scary. You scary. You scary. Damn.
I'd watch the rest of the radio show.
Tony going between the mics.
I know which
It's gonna be an editing nightmare.
Pat played 3 instruments in his make-believe song. He went from a sax to a, I don't know, is
He
that
was
a
a bass.
That was
oboe?
a trumpet.
He was
the trumpet, the bass, and what else?
hit the oboe.
That's not the oboe.
That what is it?
That's a deep bass. That's an upright bass.
Upright bass. That's what it
I
is.
said an oboe.
You
I
also
don't know, I
had a
can't
trumpet
remember.
where they put the thing in the front.
The
Oh, I should have done that though.
A little plunger.
Get a little plunger too.
Sketches of Spain.
That's Miles. Miles did it like that on the album.
You want to go in for the Patreons before we get into these news?
man. Hey, man. Shout out to all the Patreons, man. Cannot do it without you. I mean, we could, but it would be so very difficult. It would be a financial strain and headache if we didn't have your belief in us, your patronage,
Yeah.
your support, and yeah, man, we very, very much appreciate you guys. That's why we try to flood you with as much free content as possible, exclusive content as possible, because we really, truly appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
So thank you. If you want to sign up for Patreon, the link is always in the bio on our Instagram and on our YouTube page. You can check that out, and definitely appreciate that support.
Yes, sir. All right, so let's get into some of these historicals.
Yeah.
These historicals, all right? So, Tony, we got everything from the Chipotle nurses. Mm-hmm. We got the Fitbit story. We got some Christmas food items that have to go. We got the UPS scandal. We got the Walmart scandal. What is any of these?
I'll tell you what resonates. First of all, the Walmart scandal was dumb. You talking about the sweater? The sweater with the snowman and the cocaine.
I guess let's just get into
Let's just jump into it, man.
Let's just that sweater live, man.
You don't like it? You don't
I like it.
You like it? Okay.
Yeah. The cocaine snowman, I'm all for it.
So, if you don't know,
because that's a dope concept.
It low key is.
If got lines of snow coke.
If it's not in the kids section, I don't see the big deal.
Right.
It is a very illegal
drug.
drug.
Walmart.
It is a very illegal drug.
And it ain't gonna hurt sales.
Right.
Walmart, you can have a controversial sweater in there and still be
it's
good.
Walmart. You ever seen Creatures of Walmart? And it shows the shoppers.
Exactly. It's Mount Central.
I mean,
in the middle of America.
It's crazy
you go
because
to Walmart at night in middle America, it's The Walking Dead.
they don't sell like CDs and stuff with cursing on there, but the people that shop there are the people who they should not have let in.
Man, they have lived lives.
Yeah. So that shirt shouldn't have done anything like that. But I mean, that is a shirt that you would typically see at like Spencer's or Journeys.
And that's the demographic.
Like,
that's the cocaine demographic in Walmart.
Yeah, that is true.
So do you think they have
fresh off real cocaine? They go in there to get food after the cocaine binge.
The people who complained about it are the people who shop at Walmart in the morning. Like the people who shop before noon. Oh my God, I can't believe they would have something like. Those are the people that are outraged. But the people that shop anytime after 3 p.m., they ain't turned off their shirt.
That 1 a.m. crowd?
It's wild. It's wild because it's very clearly cocaine. His eyes are like...
Yeah, he is in.
I don't mind. And then there's a pile of snowballs next to it, which I think is just creative.
I love it.
I think it's great.
He'll do a line, throw some snowballs at you.
Hey,
that's Tony Montana, low key. Those are the bullets next to the cocaine.
You know what's crazy? Now that I'm an adult, it seems like if Santa was real and he had to get to every house in a day, hella coke.
You gotta be on coke.
Hella coke. Santa was coke.
You know how stressful that is? You got a little window to service billions.
First of all, let's how you doing it that fast? There's no way. No. But like, how are you getting from the sleigh to the house that fast? Not only that, how are you grabbing a toy out of the bag, knowing which one is for which, and then how
no one ever really talks about that.
How you just going apartment complexes? Like, how do you do?
The apartment complex is real because there's no fireplaces.
Shit.
So you got to come through the window.
No, you just go to the mailbox and you just everything. That's low key easier. But I never thought about that. The general bag grab.
Yeah, he's just like you don't try to grab something from the backseat without looking. You're not. You try for 10 minutes, then you just have to grab the bag. Like fuck, man.
This is Timmy's. This is Martha's. It's like you're not gonna check the label.
That's where the magic comes in, though.
No,
it's a portal to the other dimension.
Well, the magic comes in step one because none of this.
So it's elves on the other side handing them the right gift.
Also on cocaine.
Right, because the bag is magic. Oh, they definitely coked out.
I asked me and my daughter were having a real conversation about if elves take vacations.
Yeah,
that's a real conversation.
When do they take vacations? If they're making toys for
all the time,
but they're making toys for all the kids in the world, and kids are born every day of the year. That means that another toy has to be made for that kid.
But for the newborn babies, them toys could be trash.
It don't matter though. They still got to get made.
That's fine. They can make. They ready for this.
When do they go on vacation and when do they vacation?
Like April. They take the month off.
The whole month of April off?
They be living life.
I would say January.
They be traveling.
I don't see.
And then they get back in the factory like, woo, man, I had a good time down in Belize. And then they just start making toys again.
Them going to Belize is great.
You know they went. They go somewhere hot.
Do they all vacation at the same time, or they like it's a stagnant vacation because somebody has to be there to still, do little knickknacks and stuff.
They probably got a few that stick around, but I feel like they just shut down shop. Yeah. Decided to be like, all right, y'all, it's April. They be like, yeah, April. And
and you think April to Christmas? You think it takes that long?
No, they just shut down in April, and then they come back in May and get back to work.
Why not February? February is the shortest month.
They want April, man.
Okay.
Hey, are they only making toys for Christian kids?
No.
Well,
Muslim, they're not getting in on it.
That's what I'm saying.
Or Jehovah's Witness.
Or Jewish people. Jewish people.
So they're getting off on certain religions.
That's what I'm saying. So do they check the name and they'll be like, ugh.
Yeah. They definitely do that. Because the more they do that, the less work they got to do.
That's what I'm saying. That makes more sense.
We got to do this house.
We're going to have Elizabeth be like, what's next? Mustafa Muhammad. We got Mark Williamson. All right, let's do it.
Mark Williams. Yeah. That's how they do it. And they be like, yes. They be glad when they run across some Muslim names. They be like, woo.
They got hella HR just like, we're not saying we do not serve these type of people.
Right.
It's just saying it is their wish not to participate.
They don't want us in on
That's all it is.
April is their month off, I guarantee. If y'all ever get an elf in here, watch.
Ask them. Ask them about April.
So let me show you guys this because Walmart had to pull. They had to pull the sweater, but in other Walmart debauchery, they're also selling a drink enhancer that makes water taste like rosé, which is like. What? And the alcoholic mother is like, what?
That's what I'm saying. You can't have this and then be soft on the sweater.
That's weird.
Drinking and cocaine use are two different things, though, Tom.
That's facts, but it still serves the same demographic.
No, because I drink wine, but I don't really partake in cocaine.
People that do cocaine drink wine.
But
not necessarily.
Why would you want the alcohol flavor in your water? You're not getting drunk. It's just the
maybe it's just the ease out. If you
maybe you're trying to wean it off.
Yeah, that's a good wean.
When I stopped the Juul, the oral fixation of doing this is still there. Like, there's no weaning off, so I'm just like I'll be fiending.
That color right there, it looks like raw meat.
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
It looks like acne in the.
It looked like the snot that they sprayed in Ghostbusters 2 when they got the Statue of Liberty to move.
Oh yeah, the
goop,
the ectoplasm,
the goop.
Your love keeps taking me. When she was walking through the river,
she was like.
How did she get back on shore?
Statue of Liberty just walking.
How did the Statue of Liberty...
And then they just had her laying down at the end of the movie. Right. They didn't even put her back.
How did the Statue of Liberty get on shore?
All right, Tony, what is next up on the Rolodex?
Let's do... Kid Rock was open. Let's do... Cheating through Fitbit. What the hell happened there?
Okay. This is wild. All right, so... A reporter caught her boyfriend cheating on a Fitbit, which is super random. So basically, his physical activity levels mysteriously were spiking in the morning. This was an NFL Network reporter. Her name is Jane Slater, and it says that she basically had to sync the two. You can do that, right? I've never had a Fitbit.
Yeah, you can sync.
You have a Fitbit?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I have Apple Watch. Fuck you, Pat.
So
he said, yeah.
So the worst thing is he got it for her for Christmas, right? Then they synced it up, motivated each other. And then,
motivation indeed.
Then it was, at 4 a.m., his physical activity levels were spiking on the app. Which is like...
That's his own fault.
Take it off.
Who smashed it with a watch on?
You just forget.
I don't smash with nothing on. Like watch, bracelet, everything.
Why you gotta take the bracelets off?
I don't want any traction off of that.
I don't like to see the
Do you take those off?
Yeah.
Really?
I try to, yeah.
Damn, that's a lot. That's more than.
Oh, you ready for this, huh, girl? Hey, let me tell you something.
Let me tell you,
about
when
to
I
get all this work.
Braces off, it's gonna be on.
By that time, she dressed.
She sleep.
I gotta work in the morning. But why you gotta take every little thing
off, man? I don't like nothing.
You take your nose ring out? Oh, you about to get this work, girl? Cause right here, all of this. What's the point?
Shut up. Do you take your mouthpiece off?
I don't take nothing off.
You don't take the mouthpiece?
I smash fully dressed. I just pull the penis out. Yeah, it is.
Tony the type to smash in a tuxedo. Like the shiny shoes on, cummerbund. He just
full outfit, hat on, glasses, I got on
Smooth Criminal,
the Mandalorian helmet. You know what I'm saying? I got the Baby Yoda.
Wow.
And that's when it becomes illegal. Yeah, this is a baby. It is.
You be helping me with the force. You be like,
you keep her legs open. This got ridiculous real fast.
That was a baby we were talking about.
Oh my god! I mean, granted, Baby Yoda is 50 years old. So
yeah,
he's not
he's older than me. You know what I'm saying?
That's wild.
But yo, man, 4 a.m. she cold busting them.
That's funny.
I wonder if so did you go to the gym in the morning? He's like, nah, I was knocked out.
Yeah. No, I was having a nightmare. That's probably what he said.
Oh, I had a nightmare. I was running in my
What if he was just masturbating? He could have been masturbating for.
That ain't really a full spike.
Can you imagine?
Because what if he's like I've been mid-stroke looking for the right clip, and I'm just like, look, this ain't doing it for me. So that's why I was that long.
I mean, we'd all be lying if we said we didn't do the masturbation session that got a little warm. You had to take your shoes and socks off. Maybe your shirt off.
I masturbate Winnie the Pooh style. It's just because like when somebody walk in on me, I want to look like I'm just pulling my pants.
You never had to take your shirt off during a jack?
Only in the shower.
Your shirt.
Y'all are taking off entirely too much stuff just to do these things.
What do you check?
I get the shirt because the shirt can be in the way.
Yeah.
But
so you pull your pants
down
down.
Your jeans?
You like hip down, or you
I bring the stuff partially down.
So you hip down, like just I don't
take it all the way off while I'm Winnie the Pooh.
Are you standing or you sitting?
I usually stand up though.
Yeah, I don't know how people. You sit down?
I'm in the bathroom.
That's so weird. I can't be like.
I'm in the bathroom.
Right, me too. I'm standing up.
I got the laptop in the bathroom.
I got the tissue right here.
And the tissue.
Yeah, right there in the tissue. What I did have to start doing that I never did before. I never used to masturbate with like lube. But like there are times when I have like peak masturbation times, and I'll masturbate like 6 times a day. And you going that long, it's gonna get raw down there. So I had to start using lube when I masturbate.
That makes sense.
Like not lotion, like lube, like water-based lube.
If it starts hurting, isn't it just time to stop masturbating?
Sometimes you get that rush, man. I'm like, I gotta get this out of me. So I can't be productive if I'm thinking about busting nut. I have to get that nut out before I can do what I need to do.
You still smash when you get the sore penis?
You absolutely do.
That's smashing though.
You know what I mean? But it's
still the same. It's the same end result.
Same logic.
It's the same result.
Having it hurt like
it ain't that. It's just like the dry skin. Constant friction on the dry skin will like break the skin.
Your penis is ashy.
Then you got to use Neosporin, right? And put that shit on there for like a day. It'll go away like a day.
That's
and a
half.
half.
Moment when you beat off and you see it's ashy. You're like, this is where I'm at. Your dick's looking up at you like,
fellas, make sure you are shea buttering that dick up before you send that dick pic. Guys be out here sending ashy dick pics to chicks. They laughing at you. You got to shea butter that dick up.
An ashy dick pic?
Yeah, man.
They actually be hitting sin on the ass.
Niggas don't think, bro. Think about how many dudes you see out with dirty fingernails and ass right here. Like they not taking personal time for grooming. I be lubing it up.
I got a dirty one.
No, see?
We're not surprised, man.
That shit'll
Your hair tells me everything I need to know.
You got a piece of your beard falling off right now. Go like this.
It happens. That's because I was calling it.
I was just waiting. As soon as he said something about my hair, I'm pointing this out.
That's because I combed it this morning, though, Pat.
Bitty beads.
What did you do to your hair this morning?
You've never owned a Fitbit.
Cartoon character.
That's it.
All right, moving right along. Tony, I got a question.
Yes.
You a cologne wearer?
Yeah.
You like colognes?
I do like cologne.
What's like your what's your preference? Where do you go?
I like the more
get
fresh citrus, kind of like a citrus vibe in there, but more of the fresh joints.
Okay.
Not the heavy like
wood, sandalwood.
Nah. I tend to go for those like an Aqua de Joe type vibe. I like Dior Home.
All right.
Yeah.
Have you had like a smell for a long time that you kept
I used to wear Aqua de Joe for mad long. And then I started trying to, this is my trajectory with cologne from a kid till now. I remember I had the Michael Jordan cologne.
Oh, bless your heart.
I used to wear my brother's Drakkar Noir, Lagerfeld.
He is everything that they talk about on
as a kid.
On copy.
Man, you be
that
like,
you shouldn't be wearing.
That brute, you be like.
You know what Brute is? Brute is mop water.
But when it was new, it was different.
It was still mop water.
Nah, man.
No guy ever wearing Brute walked past a lady and was like, "Oh my God, is that Brute?"
In the late 80s, they did. You smell good, young man.
Brute smell like mop water. It smells like Ajax and Pine Sol put together.
We have advanced since then, though.
Yes, we have.
So,
do you go into like department stores to get cologne, or?
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't be liking them prices, so I just be like,
Well, let me tell you about Hawthorne.
Tell him about it, Pat.
Hawthorne.
Hawthorne.
Sounds like a lawyer.
It's
Hawthorne and Associates.
So Hawthorne is basically a website that lets you take a quiz, and they ask you things about yourself in terms of like, do you have a significant other? What do they think of your scent? Like, what kind of scents do you like? Like how you said you like fruit, like the fruit or the floral ones over the earth
citrus.
Tones, the citrus.
Not fruit. I don't want to be plum blossom.
Banana out, banana bread out.
Apple butter.
But they offer everything from like deodorant, shampoo, body wash, and colognes. And after you take this test, they give you basically a list of these products that are specific to you. So they have they have the colognes basically based off of what you like to smell like. Same with the shampoo, same with the body wash. And it's dope. Me and Tahir both did it. We both took our tests.
Oh, y'all got?
Yeah.
We got ours.
Let me smell it.
And the dope thing about it is they give you one for work and one for play. So like some of the questions they ask you, like what's a typical day for you at work, and then what's a typical evening like for you at are a club person, you're a lounge, you're a bar, you're live music. Like they take all that information. But I think it's dope because like if you are in a club, you don't want something like overbearing because you're so close to people. But if you're at a lounge, it's a little more lax. You might have something a little more stronger so it can permeate and get people in and coming over to smell you. So the research that they do to it for it is really dope. And they also ask you like how often you shower, wash your hair, all that type of stuff, so you can actually get on the schedule. And they can mail it
once a week.
Really? You do?
It's messy. It's not
Look
disgusting.
up top.
Is it like a human week, or is this like some Mandalorian week?
What else are there? What other kind of weeks are there?
I don't know. I don't know.
That joke had no backbone.
It has a mess.
I want to smell it.
Check it out, man. I gotta work and I gotta play.
Let me dabble in this play real quick.
This is what I smell like when I'm playing, as opposed to when I'm working.
I'm putting it on it. Oh, snap.
That's a lot.
Let me see what your work smells like, because I think it.
See what your work smells like.
See what you.
So yeah, it's a quick 2-minute quiz.
Yeah, yours is completely different. Yeah. Oh, there we go.
So it's only a 2-minute quiz, and they basically show you all the stuff that you would get, and then you can get it all together.
That play smell like something else.
What?
The work and the play. It's a subtle difference, but it ain't a big difference.
Yeah, yours is completely different. So mine is more citrusy.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, the citrus.
So, and I will say this, like if you don't like your scent, you can send it back and they'll recreate you another scent. And they can like make this on demand. So like I think that's dope. Like the fact that you have a personal scent from this company.
Yeah.
Two personal scents, and if you don't like it, you can get another scent and reorganize your question. So
It's completely
I wouldn't have me a
risk-free.
scent made. It's on some like oil.
yeah.
Yeah, this lady in Burbank
Oh, nice.
went in there and concocted a little something.
But yeah, this is totally risk-free, free shipping, free returns. Get it at Hawthorne.co. That's Hawthorne with an E. And use our promo code DIYS to get 10% off of your first purchase. So again, that's Hawthorne.co, DIYS for 10% off.
Not only that, with Christmas coming up, this is a great gift because not only can you sign somebody up for it, you can just send them the code or just send them the link for the quiz, and they can take it based off of that. And they also have gift cards, so you don't have to you don't have to be a part of it. You can literally gift this to someone and still be dope. So, just put that in your mind right there.
Put in their wrong information.
Because people be trying to get you cologne and they don't know your scent. Like, I hate that. Like, don't get me cologne. I would prefer something like this because you don't know what I like.
Right.
Like, our cologne smell completely different. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So this would be dope for that. That way you don't have to try to figure out what a person likes.
Boom. Get it for the holidays, you guys.
Cologne's a gamble.
Cologne. All right, y'all. Speaking of being up in people's business, Chipotle. Chipotle now has nurses who will check if workers are actually sick or just hungover.
Okay. They
That
ain't playing around.
is wild.
They ain't playing around, man.
So this was said at a Barclays conference recently. CEO Brian Nichol, rich dude, I'm sure, said that the
CEO.
restaurant chain now has nurses on call who check whether some workers who call in sick are actually ill or just hungover.
That's
They
funny.
validate that it's not a hangover, you're really sick. Then we pay for the day off and to get healthy again. But if
Okay.
not, it don't count, which is crazy because I've called in like, oh man, I got like a headache, and you try to describe it as if it's like something else, but it's
Yeah.
like you were just drinking.
I respect it.
It makes sense, but
I
it's
respect
also
it.
like,
Especially if they're
fam,
gonna be paying for the time off. I respect it.
Yeah,
But people be lying.
but I think that's a little abrasive and invasive. Like,
Nah,
you come to my
man.
house. First of all, you have to get in my house. I don't have to let you in my house. That's just first. And
If
then
you
like
ain't
a
got
phone-
nothing to hide, let them in.
Nah, what if I'm sick and I'm asleep? I didn't hear you knocking at the door. How about that?
You was just hungover. You was partying last night. You took your watches off, your
They-
bracelets. You had a
they
threesome.
probably call you guys.
You was just partying, and now
Yeah.
you can't serve up these.
Oh, you think the nurse does a vocal evaluation?
Probably. That's
Is it
wild
not?
to go. Well, I mean, I guess
I
it's
doubt if they showing up to every house.
Right, that's
or
why
they
I'm like,
call
that
in. I'm on my way.
Yeah.
And they just
That would be a
show up to
lot.
the
That's what I'm
crib.
saying. That would be a lot. So yeah,
Yeah.
it probably is a phone conversation. But even still,
Anything can sound like a hangover, though.
That's true, but like missing work for a headache is most likely a headache, like a hangover, you know?
Yeah,
Unless you're just like, man, I'm throwing up and stuff, which also could be a hangover.
that could be a hangover as well.
you got to just go with something out there. Like, I got explosive diarrhea. Every time I stand up, it's all. I got to stay on this toilet for the next 6 hours. There's nothing I can do. That's the only
I guess you
safe
could
way.
just lie about your symptoms.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got to just lie about the symptoms.
So
People are
now it just
weirdly
forces
truthful.
you to expound on the lie.
Yeah,
Like,
or
you
be
can't just be like,
responsible and not
yeah.
drink.
Or just show up with the hangover.
Yeah, just
It's
fight
You
it.
Chipotle.
gotta take the L.
It seems like there's food everywhere to cure it.
Yeah.
It's like the perfect
The
hangover.
food is the cure. Rice and beans, that'll get you right.
But I mean, as hard as it is for them to roll them burritos, as a customer, I ain't trying to have somebody hungover like just folding my stuff over.
We're rolling a goddamn burrito. You're not doing math equations.
That's hard to roll.
you've
though.
never had a
trying to
ruined
roll
burrito?
A fat burrito?
I've seen them like do it and to the point where it still didn't cover it. They just put another tortilla on it.
That's
It's just-
weak.
They was trash. Though.
Yeah.
Some of them be trash. I'll be watching them. I'll be like, you just can't
And
handle
they
it.
explode out the side and the
Yeah.
back.
I mean, that's why I stopped getting the burrito. I just get it in the bowl, man.
McGee.
Well, if you guys
Yeah.
get the quesarito, don't mess around and get the quesarito. That's when they put cheese on, they press it like a quesadilla, then they open it up, then make the burrito.
Oh, wow.
It's flames. But the only problem with that is that since it's pressed, it's a little weaker.
Yeah.
So every time, unless it's like an expert burrito roller, there might be like a little puncture.
Yeah, no, that's just too much.
ruins the
Bowles
burrito.
McGee.
Yeah, I'm Bose McGee, and then also like that way you got the chips if you want them, and just eat it with the chips. It tastes way better than the burrito to me.
I got to lay off Chipotle, though. It said my sodium was high.
Oh yeah.
Is that diabetes or high blood?
That's high blood pressure.
Oh, okay.
Sodium is salt.
Sodium is in everything.
Everything, man.
Like I used to think that
especially when you go out to eat or you buy anything frozen to cook.
Yeah.
Sodium.
you know what's not healthy? Soup. I was shocked.
Sodium bomb.
Soup and
Sodium
broth
central.
Soup and broth are usually very salt heavy. The sodium preserves it. The same thing with like cured meat. Like they preserve it with a lot of salt. So,
But I did soups because I was like, soup is really good. I'm gonna do soup to do a diet.
Yeah.
And then it was just like
sodium.
sodium.
No,
soup.
what are you dieting for, Pat?
know, man,
Just
I'm
stop
sick of
drinking
this.
beer after 10 o'clock, nigga.
You were frail already.
Come on, you
trying to
could
be
eat better.
frailer?
You could be healthy and still be skinny.
Take the stairs, nigga.
I be doing stuff like that.
That's all you gotta do to tone up. Just take some stairs.
I wouldn't say I'm frail.
I mean, you kind of like,
Am I frail? This isn't frail.
Those are weight
it's not
beads that you
complete
have on your
frailty,
arm.
but you on the frail side.
You think so? You look
Like
like
you could be on your deathbed, and we'll believe it. Oh man, pass on his way out, yo. Like we showed up to the hospital with Tahir, like, oh, he got lives to live.
Wait
But
a
you,
minute,
like,
bastard.
pass on his way out. Yo.
I'm eating baby back ribs after we cut. I'm going to
Tahir
Chili's.
was still in there robust.
You could be on your deathbed and you'd
Cause
believe
Tahir
it.
being there resting his hands on his stomach. They should visit it,
Be
y'all.
like, man, what you got? You got a torn ACL? You ain't dying.
They should cover, yo. You alright, man. Get your big butt up. But Pat would be like, man,
They looking
not
good.
looking good.
Did you see his hair? Yeah, it looks worse than normal.
Once his hair start falling, that's when we know. When he got plugs missing, we like, oh man, it's real. He got a day
I'm
left.
editing all of this out. This whole Chipotle story ain't gonna make it.
Leave it in.
I got behind the scenes powers.
Leave it in, Pat.
We just gonna keep calling you Frail Boy the whole rest of the minute. They ain't gonna
They
know.
were like, what that mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna probably leave it in. All right. Well, speaking of debauchery,
Let's get it.
there's some debauchery going on in the courtroom. So there has been a judge accused of running threesomes with staff
Wow.
and calling it recreational impleading.
What? In pleading?
So
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Hey, cue up in
I'm about to look it
I
up.
need
right
that
now.
definition.
So this was in Kentucky Family Court.
Kentucky says it
Family
all.
court?
Yeah, real family. It's weird. It's like she was offering appointment. It was like a pay-to-play scheme.
Wait, the judge was a woman?
The judge was a woman.
I did not see that coming.
Right. That was.
Yo.
That's wild.
What
Right.
she look like? Let's they got visuals?
Let's see this. Oh yeah, I got it.
Cause
Right
there be some of them judges on these TV shows, these women judges, they can
Kinda-
get this work.
You feeling the judge?
This one judge, I'm like, all right.
The one that played
Here
Misty
she
on
go.
Luke Cage.
That's her?
Yeah, she's tiny.
Man, not bad, man. For a judge, you think judge, you be like, oh, God.
But a judge personality is probably so weird. Like, all right, go down.
Should be an order in the vag.
I object.
Right.
Sustained.
She comes and hits the mallet.
Overruled.
Overruled
this vagina.
So,
Overruled this vagina.
So-
Yo, I did not see that coming.
so Judge Gentry, they also said it was, I guess it was necessary to say she's also a bassist in a band called South of Cincy.
Oh, she living life.
She got a plug in here. She allegedly asked her case management specialist to resign so she could hire the band's guitarist, former pastor Stephen Penrose. The allegations include inappropriate delegation of judiciary duties to Penrose. But the serious allegations will have to wait because of investigators believe all of this was a cover for her to have a little in-camera review of that dick. This is in
Wait,
that's what it
this
says?
is in the
What publication is this where they put
Yo.
in that dick
Yo, that dick.
without quotations? If that does not have
I'll
quotations
send
in
you
it,
to 25 to 70 pumps.
with
Yo,
that dick.
man. And it's funny, they
So-
got a picture of her in between two dudes.
Two dudes, right?
Just to
So
bring
it
it
says
home.
the judge is accused of approving false timesheets for her secretary, Laura Aubrey, But that's going to be ignored here because the investigators say that Gentry, Penrose, and Aubrey were having threesomes during work hours. So it was a judge, a pastor, and a secretary. And they were all just...
Wait, doing work hours? Y'all couldn't even wait till y'all got to the crib? They smashing on the same Bible they making people take the oath on.
They all over that bitch.
You swear to smash with this?
Damn, they were drinking liquor in the office. They were turning up.
Judges be wild though. Let's cut the crap.
Look at the writer of this saying she let the Penrose jam on his 6th string in his courthouse office.
Yo,
like she was a comedian. It's like, I'm gonna get this.
This judge is wild in Kentucky.
Kentucky told me
you might be able to get some time off if I was like in court. I'm like, judge, we could think of ways that I could shave my sentence down. You feel me? Give me 3 to 6 off.
That's wild. So they were you don't be thinking that this kind of stuff happens in courthouses. Like people are getting drunk on the job. Obviously, people were re-abusing their powers to win elections, all that kind of stuff. But she was having threesomes with the staffers. And if you think about how uptight a judge is behind that thing, that is pretty wild.
That's crazy, man. I didn't see her being a woman though. That was the biggest shocker.
Right? You would expect.
She out here with the secretary too.
And I guess she tried to seduce another member of the panel, Catherine Schultz, into having a second threesome.
She wasn't having it. She the one that dropped down.
And I guess she told her to download Snapchat, and she was starting to seduce her husband into having threesomes with the judge and Penrose. But she I guess that's who called blew the whistle.
Somebody always blowing the whistle.
Dang,
whistleblower is a horrible term for somebody that does the right thing.
I know, right? It makes it seem like such a sketch.
It does not sound like if I knew something was going down in my job and I literally could just talk and stop it, I wouldn't do it just because I don't want to be labeled a whistleblower. This is not a good term.
To hear more, the whistleblower.
Whistleblower to hear more, led by investigation. It's like I'm not.
Stop blowing all these whistles out here. Every time he sees a whistle, he gets the.
It just sounds so derogatory. I don't want to be associated with that.
Yo, did you look up impleading?
I looked up
somewhere else.
I looked up impeding, and that's what I was like. This isn't it.
No, it said impleading.
Okay, that's what it was.
Implead. I want to know what that means.
Impleading. Tahir can't spell.
Impleading the fifth.
Impleading. All right, here it is.
Legal definition: to bring to a lawsuit specifically.
To bring to a lawsuit specifically.
To accuse, to impeach, to all that.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It's kind of a boring.
Yeah, it is.
Boring definition. Okay, cool. So, have you guys been hearing about all the wild stuff that's going on with UPS?
Ups. No, I haven't.
I haven't either.
Ups. So, did you guys hear about that shootout that happened?
Yes,
with
down
UPS?
in Florida.
No.
Oh.
There was like a guy who so basically there was a hostage situation. Somebody was robbing a bank or a jewelry store or whatever it was. But the police decided to just have an open shootout with him in traffic, and he got in a UPS driver's, a UPS truck with the driver still in it.
Oh wow!
And the cops just lit it up and killed the UPS driver.
Oh,
he was a hostage.
So now UPS gets on Twitter and does this half-assed apology. It says, "We are deeply saddened to learn a UPS service provider was a victim of this senseless act of violence. We extend our condolences to the family and friends of our employee and the other innocent victims involved in this incident. We appreciate the law enforcement service and will cooperate with the authorities as they continue the investigation." And Twitter went crazy. They're you just thanked the cops for killing one. You just breezed past the death of your employee and was just thank you to the cops.
No, ain't no
they killed 4 people. 4 people in total. Including the hostage is one of them. They killed 4 people.
Did they kill the suspect?
I'm pretty sure they got killed too, yeah.
That'd be wild. They spray everybody else and they're like, you come here.
2 other innocent
So they said
bystanders
2 robbery suspects who hijacked the truck, a UPS driver they had taken hostage, and a bystander.
Oh.
Police said. 4 people got killed in this whole thing.
Dang, man. Yeah. Where was this at?
Florida.
Come on, man.
Florida.
Dade County.
Florida.
And they tried to do like a little backup apology, like going in on the driver, saying his name, all that stuff, and everybody was just like, "Yeah, this should have been the initial."
That should have been the main focal point.
UPS is
he was
trash
minding
for
his
that.
business.
They are trash for that.
Wild.
Yes, thanks to the cop. I'd have been petty if I was UPS.
It's all FedEx and DHL over here, cuz we not rocking with Ups no more. Ups is now the ops.
Ups is ops.
Ups is ops.
They love the cops that much? Your
Yeah.
boy got murdered.
Right?
UPS, you are
Thank you,
sorry.
T-Law.
He was full time. Out here raising the family, making
2
ends
kids,
meet.
he had 2 kids.
Oh.
Young, like 3 and 1.
Thanks
Like,
to the cops for killing them.
Yeah.
Y'all trash.
Trash, UPS.
Well, not only that, this is like a group thing. Not only that, UPS employees also just got busted for allegedly running a massive drug shipment operation for over a decade.
What the hell is going on in UPS?
How cool is that?
man?
That would be a cool, like, Breaking Bad type
They
of thing.
full narcos.
Yes.
Four
yes.
UPS workers for the last 10 years were out here doing a drug smuggling ring.
Wow.
Without being detective. Massive amount of drugs, counterfeit vaping oils, other illegal products.
Counterfeit vaping oil.
Right, just everything. They have
It's
little
a big
spinners.
market for the vaping, guys.
Wow. Counterfeit?
Yeah, they putting burning oils in the vaping
That's
oils.
hilarious.
Put
They got Crisco in
It's
there.
They got
Beam.
sandalwood.
Man. People like, man, this tastes like vegetable oil.
Yeah.
honey.
You know what's funny is that I'll never take a job that doesn't benefit me in some way outside of like the paycheck. Like Banana Republic, get the discount. Journeys, I got a 50% discount. Like I would never take a job. So they was like,
You worked at Journeys?
I did. When I was in
Hilarious.
college, I worked at Journeys and Banana
Hilarious.
Republic at the same time. And I was a substitute teacher, and I worked at a real estate company, all at the
damn.
same time.
How's that, man?
Substitute
You got
teacher. I can
4?
see him walking in.
Got
All right,
4.
kids, ain't no games in here.
And everybody's like,
Was you loud when you walked in, like at the intro of this?
I was already sitting down. They come in, but music.
All right, kids, it's Wednesday. And it was like, oh.
7 a.m., Mr. Moore. Why do you have a Big Mac? You don't even serve breakfast, man.
I got to connect down at McDonald's, kids. Like,
Man,
from
if you
last
had your hair like that in school, they would do a lot of wellness checks at your house.
Well, did you were substitute? Did they respect you? Like, were they just
Yeah.
like, oh, we don't have to work today?
No, I never cause I first of all, I was a fun sub. Like when we do stuff like inertia and stuff like that, I would have them I would take them to the front of the school and hold like a bucket of water and have them run with the water to make sure it don't spill. But then they can really see what inertia is. Like when they stop running, the water still moves and stuff like that. When we were doing clouds, we went outside and tried to identify what cloud is nimbus and stratus, all that. Like I was a real like good teacher, but I also played no shit. Like I know by law they only need 10 minutes to eat. So if I take your lunch, I'm keeping you for 20. You not gonna disrupt my classes. The learning environment is something I definitely don't play about. So I was very strict.
I can see you being no nonsense.
I was no nonsense at all.
Coming in there with the wide eyes.
Look
You
at
looked up
that.
inertia?
He really just trying to fact check me. You need to fact check that hair.
Why was I fact check? I don't know what the word means.
Oh,
I don't know.
The
what
way he was leaning in, though, he like,
this
inertia.
nigga lying. Let's see what the fuck.
Pat got a limited vocabulary.
That's not true.
Why don't you know what
You never
inertia
heard of
is?
inertia?
Yeah. Why does that make it limited?
Why do you not know what that is?
Do you know what superfluous is?
No.
Superfluous?
Limited.
That's not a normal word though. Inertia is.
No, it isn't. I never heard of that. That sounds like
Inertia.
Inertia.
disease.
I heard of inertia.
Yeah,
You heard of inertia?
should have heard that in middle school at the earliest.
That's middle school?
Yeah, that's middle school. That's that's motion and force.
I don't remember when it debuted.
Have y'all used it or said it in a
No, I
non-educational?
definitely ain't used it.
I said it. Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't.
So like, oh, okay. So like when you jump and your stomach is still going, that's inertia. I'm just trying to figure it out.
That would be one form of it. That would be. That would be one form of it. Yes.
Like when your car breaks and your stomach end up in the glove compartment.
That would be something else.
It's inertia.
That would be something else.
With all the napkins.
You know it's full of napkins. I'll be taking a handful of napkins every time.
All right. Well, that brings us to the final section. This is my favorite. And not only that, we got a good one today. This is the conspiracy corner.
Yeah.
Conspiracy corner.
I don't
Y'all got a
even
corner
know.
for this?
It's a whole corner. We usually do a little rap.
Shout
I
out
don't
to the
even know-
Scary Squad.
I don't even know how to put this into a rap. So today's conspiracy is about chemtrails, artificial intelligence, and black goo. All right.
All right. It's a lot, but
This is kind of scary. All right. So we've touched on chemtrails, but this is deeper. All right. So there's.
are we not gonna do the song at all? You don't want to do the song at all?
I don't even know how to do the song. Okay, let's try it.
That's all right.
Conspiracy corner. Cue the conspiracy music. Chemtrails, and now there are diseases that are microscopic, and they blow it on you and it take over your brain like zombies. Ooh, ooh, like zombies. Ooh, ooh, there's black goo. Ooh, ooh, just like Venom and Spider-Man. That shit true. Ooh, said that shit true. That was better than I thought. All right.
Mike Will made it.
All right, so we try to summarize it in the rap. All right, so conspiracy theorists love chemtrails. They're basically the unnatural cloud formations in the skies, and they say that they're polluted with mind control, weather control, anything to kill off the population. That's always been a thing. But it gets a little deeper than that. Basically, there's nanotechnology that exists called smart dust. And these smart dust, think how scary this is. Look, this is basically, this could create a literal Skynet. So they measure 0.15 by 0.15 millimeters. You can see, like, there's a little picture right here. It's basically dust. And they have GPS capabilities.
What?
So it's called smart dust because they can be sprayed on us, it can be absorbed or taken through food, drinks, or even injected. So this is potentially happening on a daily basis. And the military does use aluminum spoofer sprays to hide fighter jets from radar. So there is stuff being sprayed up there, but at the lowest level, they can tell us it's for that. So not only that, smart dust is made up of something called quantum dots. And these are basically small semiconductor particles or nanocrystals that absorb light and turn it into a radio signal. So they've been found in water. Some believe they're being sprayed in our skies. And it's theorized that these chemtrails could also not only contain these, but these little fungi fibers. You see these like little hair things. And fungi can strive in the dark, grow in any direction. They can absorb toxins like heavy metals. So eating poorly, like eating foods with chemicals, can cause overgrowth of this type of fungi. So I say all that to say that conspiracy theorists believe that because we are breathing in these fungi fibers and constantly ingesting a combination of smart dust, chemicals, and metals from the air, water, and genetically modified food, that there's a parasite growing inside us that is sustaining itself off of these specific toxins. And people believe that this parasite is part of an extra-dimensional alien hive mind, that the powers that be...
This is where I just fell off.
wait, have been tricked into doing this bit. So this is basically this toxin-fueled fungi in combination with the smart dust creates these neural tissues that hijack our brains. So it's not actually like an alien, but it's like these tissues that neurologically slowly take over. So what's scary about that is that recently Makasi Kobayashi from the Tokoku Institute of Technology documented a curious phenomenon that humans actually slightly glow in the dark. We emit small amounts of light called biophotons, and it's hypothesized that we produce them as chemical reactions occur in our cells. Basically, each human has their own unique like information field, and this is by those biophotons that we emit. So if there is a fungi network of nanocrystals inside us absorbing our natural light, we have become disconnected from the source that builds our biology. So it's like slowly like separating us from what we used to be. So what's crazy about this is it's basically showing a chemical way for something bigger than us to sort of take over the population. You always think like ships come and start shooting and all this stuff, but this is like a more low-key organized one. This is an artificial neural network created from sort of like a combination of technology and fungi where AI is incorporated in this as well. So it basically uses your body as a host, ruins your biology, consumes light, and influences your thoughts. So it's almost comparable to like a chemical exorcism, but none of the religion. So this is the weird part. Supposedly,
this is the weird part. Okay.
Supposedly, this demonic technology is nothing new and somewhat ancient. And I've actually heard about this. So some say that there is an alien race that resembles black goo that have arrived in asteroids for thousands of years, and it's everywhere in pop culture. So if you think of it like a Venom type of thing. So people reference this all the time. And they basically say that this black goo is remnants of a race of spider beings that had no choice but to integrate with AI to travel interstellar space. So they always say that if humans were able to travel the Earth, we couldn't do it in our physical forms. We would have to change into like a liquid or a light. This is basically saying that these beings have done that, and they integrated with AI and changed into a liquid form, and they can only be seen in their original form in the astral plane. So think like those things in the Matrix, those little flying spiders. And there's, as ridiculous as that sounds over here, there's a lot of stuff that's actually going on that seems like there's a connection. So like, you guys heard of the Bohemian Grove, that secret club that meets up in the middle of the forest?
Yeah,
and
we talked about that.
You ever heard of that?
I just heard the song by Ab Soul.
That's about that. It's basically like the group of leaders, all the future politicians, presidents, biggest artists, they meet up in the forest. This has been going on forever. It's like a completely secluded thing. There's like a giant owl that's lit on fire. There's like all these weird rituals, and it's basically for the leaders of the world to come and do deals together. But their main title they write everywhere is "Weaving Spiders Come Not Here," and that's public knowledge. That's actually their thing. A lot of people say that means don't talk about business here, but there's also like a lot of spider. For some reason, the spider is like a reference to a lot. There's been South Park episodes. A lot of pop culture relates to Freemasonry and the Illuminati, and it's like a big spider. But yeah, they're basically saying that there's this alien race that found a way to come over here on asteroids or something like that, and they're using nanotechnology, whether it's chemicals or these little fungi fibers, but they're sort of like chemically taking us over to the point where there can be dust that has GPS capabilities and AI integrated into us. So it's like sort of like a slow parasite takeover without the
Worms.
Yeah, without all that stuff.
I don't know, that's wild.
It's all wild.
Pieces of it, I'm like, oh, that's scary. But then they be like, all right, these spiders figured out how to change their molecular structure to ride on asteroids.
That's the scary part to me.
Well, maybe what if those beings have traveled from another parallel dimension, and they start adapting to us, but we also adapt to them. So that's why when we have deja vu, we feel like we've been in a place before, but it's actually them
they've been here?
in a parallel universe living a different experience. But we've adapted that memory, so that's why it feels like it's so real to us, because they integrated with us.
Deja vu is creepy.
Deja vu is the creepiest shit ever.
Yeah,
Nobody can really explain that shit.
Right.
Like no one. Like
dreams is the only thing that makes sense.
I don't know what I'm saying. Like, why in my dreams I can speak fluent Spanish and French, but I am
You've
nothing.
done that?
And understand it.
You've had subtitled dreams before?
Right.
No, like I can understand. Like I know I've had dreams where I was speaking in Spanish the whole time and I was having a conversation with someone. Like not just like in passing, really conversing and understood everything. But like I wake up like, can I get number one? They're like number one. I'm like, see, that's as far as I go. The Spanish that I know is literally just for ordering food, nothing more.
That's funny.
That's
That's efficient if you're gonna learn a language.
Yeah. But like, deja vu is so freaky to me. I still don't understand it.
Do y'all believe in aliens?
I do.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how come? Because aliens, anything that an alien would offer us would not be of our thinking. Mm-hmm. So when I read stuff like this, even when it gets ridiculous, it's like, well, I mean, what am I tying this to? You can't tie it to any like logic.
Right.
So if it's just like aliens came over, they were liquid. It's just like, well, shit, they're aliens. Like they don't.
That's tough for me to be like. They figured out how to change their whole molecular structure so they can travel
with AI. with AI.
artificial intelligence.
So basically, I think that's where we're headed. We're trying to fuse ourselves with AI. I don't know if that makes you live longer or whatever, but we would have to change ourselves to explore space.
Yeah.
We would just have to because we're not built for that.
Right.
So if
And you saying they figured it out quicker than we did.
Which is
Because I absolutely believe that, there's billions of galaxies and it's just us. Hell no.
I believe if we were able to tap into our brain and use even 10% more, we would cure everything. Like,
I think we only use 10%, right?
We only use like 12 or like 15 or something like that. Like, it's just a very small percentage of our brain. Like,
So what's the rest doing?
just chilling, taking up space.
What? I don't get it.
And it's crazy because, like, if you hurt any part of it, even a part you don't use, now your brain dead. But it's like, I ain't even using this part. My cerebral cortex.
The whole garage.
And it's like there are people walking around here dumb.
Yeah.
It's not fair. They're like capped.
So basically, if our brain is like a house, we just using the front porch. We got the whole rest of the house. Ain't nothing in there. No furniture.
We are using this wash closet. We're living in this wash closet in this big ass house. We are never
You
coming out
imagine
of
being
there.
invited over someplace.
Yeah, come on in.
You see him at the porch. Yo, what's up?
Yeah. Y'all want something to drink? I ain't got no drinks.
I've
We
actually
going
never
in.
been inside. I've never been inside. So, that's just
yeah,
like we
People
kinda
looking
came up-
in, they looking. You ain't got no furniture. And the door closed. Hey, that's neither here nor there. What y'all doing?
Sit on this front step. Let's converse.
And we talked about this one time, like when people hit their head or have like a traumatic accident and they wake up and they're like geniuses in math or they're fluent in another language.
That's crazy.
That lets me know that our brain is absorbing everything, right?
Yeah.
Like the fact that they were able to wake up and remember how to do math that they hadn't done in 20 years means that it's in there. It's in
Right.
your brain. Your
It's
brain
up in
just
there.
can't access it because it doesn't know
archived.
where it found it, right? So like when people wake up and they speak like full fluent Spanish, it's like, bro, from the shows that you see in the movies and passing conversations that you pass people who were speaking it, like
Yeah.
your brain is always your brain is Big Brother. It just doesn't know how to access everything.
How can we figure out how to tap
Bro,
into
I've
that?
tried
I wanna
meditating
tap
so
in.
long, like
I want to tap in.
me too.
man.
I want it. I
Give me
meditate.
30%.
That's the only time I sit crisscross
wild.
applesauce is when I'm trying to like tap into the source.
Meditation.
Tap in.
Yeah, I want it, dude.
I don't know if I do because I feel like
I want 30%. I don't want the full 100.
But
I
what
don't
if-
want to be like Dr. Manhattan out here. Like, you going to tell me in 15 minutes.
But you ever heard about like dark matter and like all the other like how we can only see up to like 3 or 4D and then there's all those other Ds?
Yeah.
I just picture if they gave us that power, like if they gave us
You can
30%,
see-
there'd just be like something standing right here, just like you be like,
Yeah.
oh, you see?
Y'all won't see it?
Look around this shit on the fucking
You
screen.
be, you be considered crazy. Like,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
That'd be crazy. What if that was
Because you
homeless
tapped
people?
it, yeah.
Those homeless people downtown weren't even lying. They were just like, oh, monsters, waffles.
They
And
could
you're just
be-
like, that's just
They
Jack.
could be tapped in.
But they really
They
want
at
a giant
70%.
But I mean, if you are tapped in like that, you can also create like a pair of glasses or something so you can block out that or something. I feel like the more access you have, the more knowledge you have.
Block it out? That's
Yeah,
still
like
terrifying, though.
Yeah,
No,
but I mean, shit. What isn't terrifying? Everything, like, think about that you got parasites in your body. They're symbiotic. They live off of you. Like, nothing is safe.
Doctors
All the
just
water,
told me I had
all the
parasites.
water is.
You have parasites?
That's what the doctor told me.
Where?
The dude that looked in my eyes and gave me the prognosis.
You have parasites in your eyes?
No, in my intestines.
Oh, really?
Doing what?
We all do to a certain degree.
I don't.
Yeah, you do. You don't think you do, but you do.
How you know?
I mean, I haven't asked recently.
Parasite affected ass little boy.
I'm gonna go check on that. All right. Well, that seems like a good note to write.
I'm shook, man.
To leave on it, no, right? Just like
Cut the lights off, my eyes still open. Good night. Good night, Tony. Sweet dreams.
your parasites say goodnight. Night, Tony.
It's part of
You hear this out? You're like, what the fuck is they having a party and shit? They got Burning Man.
in my intestines.
They got Burning Man going on right now inside your bladder.
I'm not going outside today. I just want to let you guys know that right now. But this has been another episode of Damn Internet You Scary. Thank you so much to our
Special guest.
man, Tony
Thanks for having
Big
me,
Hand
man.
Baker.
Yeah, man.
I got normal hands.
No,
man.
you don't have normal hands.